Hey guys, it's me Kate again. So this video is my Harry Potter personality book tag. So let's go to question number 1, and that's a book you walked away from feeling enlightened or more knowledgeable. None. At least none that I can remember. So do you have a book where you were voting for a villain? Definitely a couple of them, because the heroes were uninterested. So then you have a book that made you feel like you were part of friendship in the book. Literally none. And you have a book that took strength and courage to get through and to take that as you well. Definitely any book that I had to read for school, especially middle school, because in high school we kind of didn't have to read most of those books. First of all, my sophomore year of high school coincided with lockdown, so we didn't have access to a bunch of those books from our school library or our local library. Second of all, both of our teachers that we had in creation class in high school didn't do traditional like stuff when it comes to seeing if you read those books or not. Like usually teachers would either do a debate where you would write a test on those books and stuff like that. Most of the times we didn't do that. A bunch of times we had like you got a book out of 6. For example, there were 6 groups and each one would get a book. Then you had to make a 2-minute presentation on the most basic stuff on the book, like who wrote it, when it was published, who is the main character and stuff like that. And oftentimes we were like just the questions were, did you read it? Yes, okay. Those were type of stuff we did. Then you have a book that started off weak but ended up with a punch. None that I read in its entirety. So then you have a book where the main character has to overcome a fear. A bunch of them, if I remember correctly, but I don't remember the specific name of any of them. And we have a book with super smart female main character. Now I'm debating between a couple, but the thing is, I'm not entirely sure if for some of those you can say that that female character is the main character, because those books have ensemble cast, so there's a bunch of main characters. They have a book that was weird but turned out to be a favorite. It's somewhere in here, but I'm not entirely sure where it is or how it's called, but I know it's somewhere in there. So they have a name a series that started off great but ended up flopping. Not worth the hype. I'm not entirely sure how to answer this, because I did so basically how I read series is I usually read first book, and then if I continue, I continue. If I don't, I don't. And the thing is, so I started a lot of hyped series, but never finished them because I just didn't have a desire to. So I cannot answer this. And then we have a book where you thought the character was was the antagonist, but ended up being helpful. Now, I'm not entirely. I have one book in mind for this, but the thing is, it's basically it's kind of spoilery to how that happens, but basically in first couple of chapters something happens to the main character. It's done by one of the other characters who ends up being actually the only person who is helpful by the end of the book, but it's a huge spoiler for what's happening later in the book, so I cannot give you that as an answer. So this is it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please like, share and subscribe. I'm going for my social media meme and some other stuff. I'll see you in the next one.